1, 2, 1, 2, 3, guitar!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lead singer of the Junction House Band, Tracelee.
All right, let's do the Junction House I've lived, breathe, I eat music. I live music. All night when I'm asleep, I dream about music. Performing on stage, playing in front of a sellout crowd.
Whiskey is on my birthday, whiskey, Albert, it's whiskey in the Alton Cave, whiskey for me, Albert, it's whiskey in the Alton Cave, whiskey for me, Albert.
Hey, honey, can I just have a practice, please?
Oh, beg your pardon. Jungle Street. It's where all the kids rock to the beat. They don't want to read or write in school. They've never even heard of the Golden Rule.
We're a rock band today.
Well, after Sinbad, I do a speech.
Yep.
And then we carry on with the VIP.
And after that?
3820.
Yes.
Followed by Wagon Trains, Care for My Girlfriend, Jungle Street, Red Car, Standing... So we do a speech and finish with I Still Call Australia Home.
So 3820.
3820.
Nema VIP.
Yeah, then like.
Is 3820 in the PC?
Well, let's concentrate on the songs and worry about the speeches.
Wagon
Let's do VIP then, Wagon.
I love the intensity of the Junction House Band because I like to be loud and I like to yell and I like to, you know, be silly. And the great thing about this group is that I can be just as silly as everybody else. And, you know, and there's a lot of silliness in this group. And I think we need another rehearsal.
We can't. Yeah, we can. No, we cannot!
Stop arguing the book for God's sake.
Lindy.
We work as a team and we do it Lindy's way.
They can't do the...
So what's the state of play then, Lindy?
Oh, bad. So bad. I can't tell you how bad the state of play is, but...
So we'll be right on the night.
Yeah, we will be. We will be.
Because the three of us now actually form, the three tutors, Lindy and Peter and I, form a rhythm section. And with the added instruments and vocals of all the rest of the Junction House members, it actually can function independently as a performing unit.
We've just been doing too much work on new songs and not enough work on any set.
It's been a while since we played all this, isn't it?
I think the last gig we played, Russell, you were there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is kind of... And then, if you'll remember back a few months before that, was when we did the audition for the Paralympic Festival. And of course, we've heard nothing. So now, a week before they want us to play, they say, oh, great, yes, this is place for Junction House Band. Here are some public performances.
I mean, they've outlived the Beatles. I mean, it's like, you know, there's a lifespan for most creative outfits. And we're now looking at 13 years.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
we just have a really good double run through next week.
When?
No, next week is the gig. Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday?
Yeah. This was it. We are there. We are prepared.
Okay, rock and roll.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me tell you something about Jungle Street.
I've had enough of listening to you, so now you are going to listen to me.
They don't want to read or write in school. They've never even heard of the Golden Rule. Now, with the music turned way up loud, you'd swear their attitude disturbs the crowd. If you shut them up, they won't take no chance. Cause all day and night they just want to dance.
Anthony. This is my apartment in Bondi Junction, which recently got a major renovation. And here is my eating area, and it's where I do a lot of my writing. I like to write epic songs, Bob Dylan-esque ones. Telling a story when I find a girl and I almost fall in love, but she hasn't time for me.
Jungle Street, Jungle Street.
I never get lonely. I just like to turn on the stereo and I'll have more and more ideas and the song will be finished, lickety-split.
Wagon train, rolling across the Australian plain, looking for the new road, hanging for the new road. Oh, the tracks, the dirty tracks, hit the tracks, when the rainbow, and the tracks, the nasty tracks, hit the tracks, right under
Had a good gig, I think.
I thought it was all right. I don't think it was that good. I thought it got better. I thought we were incredibly loose.
But everyone really enjoyed having a chance to play. It's been long awaited, so it was well enjoyed from that point of view, I think. It's a nice place, you get a good view, you know.
But I've made a new decision since today's gig, and I told Peter, from now on we go into our workshops and we just rehearse a set. That's all we're going to do now, tirelessly, for weeks, is rehearse a set, so that we've got one set that's flawless. Because that's our trouble. We never rehearse sets, we just work on new material constantly. So after 8 years of working with the Junction House Band, I've now come to the conclusion that we need a set of music that we can always play.
Speak. Okay.
What was he doing then?
Grab your piggy's ear.
A piggy's ear?
Yeah. Sit. Dirty hurt. Take that.
So how long have you had your license for?
About 10 or 11 years now. To me, Brooke is a spoiled little brat. His band was whatever people say, it is his band.
And I think you could go a bit easy on the barking, honey.
Yeah.
But
the verse after the instrumental, is that a full verse or is that a half verse? It's a half verse, so...
Yeah, I tried to tell her, and Peter Mahoney tried to tell her, and she doesn't listen to us at all.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. You know, she should be, she listen to us, should. No, not just the, you know, two members, you know, with the band, just Brooke and Albert.
Why do you think Lindy listens to them more?
Because of favouritism.
Why? But why would she favour them?
Because he adores them.
And why was that?
Because they're more perfect to the class. You know, we, you know, the rest of the group should be, you know, have you know, equal rights too. You know, I want to stand up too and did notice, not just Brooke and Albert.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
all right, stop! I can't hear myself.
1, 2.
Stop! I can't hear myself.
Honey, you're so loud.
All right, let's do the Junction House Stop! Oh, come on!
What? This is ridiculous. We're getting nowhere.
All right, let's do the Junction House No, listen. If we get to do the song, I'll stay in the band. If you do not want to do the song, I'll leave.
We want.
Bum my ass around.
We want to.
I'm a gut for from this.
We want to do the song. We want to do the song. Let's do it.
Oh, now see what I've done. Diane, come back!
All right, I'll tell you what, darling. In relation to the members with disabilities, their lives are very much caught up in the band. It's quite an important part of their life, I would say. And Raoul, Peter and I as well are now really, really caught up in that web. If any of the members left at this stage, I reckon the band would fall apart. That's the tragedy of, you know, the kind of fighting that's going on between Diane, Peter and Brooke. That if anyone left in the same way that happens in all bands, if one member goes, the band will begin to fall apart. But please don't have all those solos and everything, because if we have all those solos, people are beginning to complain and they'll throw the song off the set list.
But what about when we perform?
Well, that's what I mean. When we perform, can we keep it tight the way we played it on the CD? And the reason is this, that there's a general feeling of disquiet about the song, and I want to keep it in the set, but if we get outvoted because it's too long, then we won't be able to do it. And I want to do it because it's a percussion piece.
Yeah, but
it's an ensemble piece.
Lindy, come back here! Come back here! Come back here, please! I want to talk.
Yeah, all right, but we don't.
We've got to have this. If we rehearse it without the solos, it's fine. But if we perform, we need the solos so everyone will understand what we're talking about.
Well, then we can't do it.
I've got a headache.
$7, you owe me $1.25 charge. It's a beautiful meal here. Over the years, going back 1968 through to 1988, my mum stopped me from travelling by myself because of too many drunken nouts, too many drug addicts. Since my mum died, I can travel by myself. I can travel by myself now. I think this is Enmore Park. This is Enmore Park.
The band are ready to perform. They're called the Junction House Band. They're going to make an awful lot of noise, and you're all going to be boogieing in the sun in just 2 minutes. Please, let's go. Give them a big, absolutely everybody welcome, the Junction House Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lead singer of the Junction House Band,
Absolutely everybody! Let's party! Alright, let's do the Junction House Band! Now! There's a brand new dance.
There's a brand new dance.
And it's all the right.
That's my sister-in-law swimming pool. It belongs to my family. My brother and my sister-in-law from Gosford. This is my bit here. I've been in this granny flat about 3.5 years, Russell. That's Ronnie's and Nolan's bedroom on the far left. This is my hi-fi, 4-in-1 hi-fi. I like these, the bluegrass music, the Skillet Lickers. Excuse me, I apologise. Also, the new Lofty Mountain Ramblers, the Overnighters, and the other one, Colin Huddleston and his Square Dancers. And that's my telephone, and that's this speaker, that's the colour TV, and this is my video player I got. And all my CDs, LP records, and 45 RPM records and music tapes. That's the record I got, the Train, Sounds of Steam, the 38s. Sometimes I get upset. Ronnie told me to go down to Granny Flat and play the piano. My mum died. She died of cancer in the ribs, going back Monday night, May 23rd, 1988. Mum was a very sick lady that time, 1988. Because my mum's gone up in heaven to sing. Going back January 26th, 1956, I lost my dad. My dad got cremated at Botany Cemetery, at Botany. And also my mum got cremated at Pine Grove Cemetery at Eastern Creek, near Doonside.
The band hasn't had time to be introduced properly, but we all know them well enough.
Okay, the Junction House Band, I'll tell you who we are. Andrew Wright, Albert Blackley, Diane Burns, Flavio Padawani, Peter Mahoney, Leo Hawkins, Joyce Pierce. And Lindy Morrison.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, thank you.
And we're the Junction House Band.
Thank you very much. There's nothing worse than shy retiring people, is there? Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Get off that grass. Get off that grass. It was wonderful music, but we've got to move on, team.
It was fantastic. We've just got to work on Brooke's exit skills.
Oh, it went pretty well until my final speech. And we couldn't even take bows. As you know, we're the only band who wants to have applauses not only after songs, but before, during, and always.
Now, I've just been given the manifesto from Peter. This is the manifesto. Oh, wow. This is Peter's ideas for, it's his 2 planks for the proposed changes for the Junction House Band, weekly workshops, and a joint development of a set of rules to help get the job done and have the most fun.
Lovely. Look where I come here now.
What did I do wrong?
Look at this. Did you do that? Don't you think that was silly?
No, I
did not put the kick drum on top of the keyboard.
I'm sorry. What does that make
Get
me?
that keyboard out.
It makes you the lead singer of the Junction House Band and not a car packer.
Try not to smile.
Oh, man.
Thanks, love.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll have you Minnie, my girlfriend.
No, mate.
Let me go now. Let me go. Let me go.
I'll write you a nice love letter. Draw a great big heart in your love letter, Mindy.
Didn't you tell me a couple of days beforehand that you wouldn't leave work early?
Till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and you walked out at 3 o'clock and didn't tell anyone? And what time do you normally finish work?
4 o'clock.
No, that's
It
not
was 20
time.
past 4 Wednesday.
Yeah.
20 past 4 Monday.
So you just walked out to go to the band practice, and that's not fair, is it? It's not right.
You didn't tell anyone you were leaving, you just snuck out, didn't
Snuck
you?
out about a few minutes before 4 o'clock.
Maybe 4-3, I'm talking about that day.
Before 3, yeah. It's
You
going
didn't
back,
tell anyone?
No, it's going back
Yeah.
21st of February 2001, and the 14th of February 2001. It's going back a bit over 5 months ago.
Yeah, but you've got to be responsible, Albert, and tell everyone what you're doing.
And now they let you go at what time?
4 o'clock Wednesday afternoon.
That's right, and you get to music at what time?
I get there at 5:30.
Yeah. And we tell Lindy that you won't get there before 5:30, and what does Lindy say?
Yeah.
And does Lindy say that's all right?
Yeah.
That's fine, isn't it?
That's good.
Lindy says he's very talented. I believe he's talented, but it's good for him to have an interest in things like that. But there has to be a little bit of sense in it, I suppose, in a way that just because you've got a disability, you don't have to sit at home and vegetate.
That's right.
You know, you can do things. You can be musical. You can join a band. You can have a band.
Yeah.
Albert? Albert? Says on Wednesday.
When I finished up with the Go-Betweens in 1990, or end of 89, 90, I was really, really bad in the mind because I'd had a gutful of it. That, you know, I'd been right through the you know, what I call the institutionalisation of rock and roll, and come out the other end. I saw it precisely for what it was by the end. I had spent the last year in a band where all members, including myself, were so malicious, emotionally manipulative, mean-spirited and egocentric that I never wanted to actually be part of that kind of system again.
Let's go.
Where's the...
Make a cup of tea.
What's going on?
I insist that you stop.
Bloody, it's going out of control, and I'm trying to calm him
We're having
down.
a break to get. I
wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna bash me up again. Hang on.
Sit down. Brooks, have a seat.
Sit down, Peter.
I'm talking.
I know. We didn't know about this.
What?
Nobody knew about it, Pete, because I.
So you keep it down to hush hush now.
Pete, will you let me finish, please?
Get this.
Hang on. There are some legitimate frustrations in fairness, in time. People are getting their own time and their own equal opportunity to shine or be in the light. When the unrest grew to a certain volume, I suppose, I thought, right, it's gone over the line for me. I need to take some sort of action in the hopes that we can continue to work together. And thinking that there were some things that weren't going as well as I thought they could go. And so some of the things that I thought were a problem. Peter, listen, I want you to listen to this. I understand that you're upset, but I share some of your problems and concerns for this. So I felt that in our rehearsals, not everybody got a chance to say what they think and to have a say in what the group are doing in rehearsals. And what I really want to see happen is that we spend more time on music and less time being unhappy with each other and wasting little moments of time during the 2 hours. And that's why I put together the weekly rehearsal program. This is offered for discussion. I'm not saying this is how it is. I'm not the boss. I think it's up to all of us to work together. But I think that bands are really about people working together.
Minor little question, I'll just repeat this for the last time. When you put two of our names saying, us two, Byron and myself, that we don't get enough attention, that Albert gets attention, Brooke gets attention, Joy gets attention, and we don't. How come?
Because I felt that it was true.
Everybody pays equal rights with $25 every single turn, and how come we don't a turn?
I felt...
An all-time book, he streams the whole place down.
Yeah, speak, it's okay, we've given you permission.
No, you haven't given me permission!
I said that to a little child.
The band members are not important.
Which band members?
I'm not important. Albert's not important.
Everybody.
No one's important but Lindy, yourself, and Rayol.
Right, do you really feel that? Is that what you feel?
Yeah.
And why do you think we're important?
Because none of you have mild intellectual disabilities.
Brooke, in my eyes, and I'm sure in Raoul and Peter's eyes, you are as equally and even more talented. You are more talented than I am. More talented. No. I've always had a fairly laissez-faire attitude to any of the community music groups I work in. I like the group to take control, and I like the group to develop their own method of working. Now, once again, I was very happy to let Peter take control because that's part of letting go. That's part of letting the process take its own path.
After we've done music for 15 minutes and everybody has done percussion for 15 minutes, then we stop. Then we set up the PA.
I'm stressed.
In a different way than we've done it this year. In a way that is organised in a different way.
Yeah, that makes me double.
Well then, excuse me.
How do you think it's going, Pete?
Excuse me, can I talk, please?
Think it's going well?
Can I talk?
Yes, Brooke.
Hello, girl. Nice loud. Yes, I have to.
No, don't.
Don't you like the bunny stuff?
Yep, that's me. That's Diane and tablets. And that's my Minax. I take 4 Diane tablets a day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Also, I take 2 Ace Norm tablets a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Also, I take 2 Risperdal tablets a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. I take 1 Minax tablet in the morning.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Yes, I've got about 5 minutes to go. I've got to hurry. All set. 20 past 5. Bye-bye, budgies. All clear. What's the time now? 5:39, Russell. That's the double-decker, six carriage double-decker in the urban train. That's going up to Wyong or Newcastle. Uncle Stan he used to be a train driver out of Orange, and his wife Ruth Rowe, that's my pop's sister. She's a train mother. When I start eating these vegetables, if I don't eat these vegetables, I won't be a train driver. If I eat all my vegetables, I should get a job being a train driver. Up the Bulldogs.
Okay. We'll try it this way. Okay. From now.
Hold on. Apologise, couldn't help it, mate.
Don't worry, you've got permission. You must be puffed out.
Are you puffed out from rushing?
Yeah, I must work about 4:10.
And what train did you get?
Caught the train at Kings Road 4:25.
Right.
Got off at Central. I got off at Redfern. I caught the train at Redfern at 3:50.
Yeah.
Got off at Bondi Junction about 10. I caught the train at Bondi Junction, Redfern 10:05.
Yeah.
Got off at Bondi Junction about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Caught the bus from 5:05. Just got in here.
I know, that's a rush, isn't it?
I reckon the best idea, I should have a day off work every Wednesday.
Well, you know that I'd be very happy to suggest that, but you know what Ronnie's like whenever I make a suggestion to him about that sort of stuff.
Gently, gently. Albert, you were there. You almost had it right.
So where do you want to, how do you want to go? Never be
no tomorrow. Repeat. Now the main chords are. Excuse me. No, please. I'll do it.
Okay. Never
now,
play
please.
the F.
No.
Let him do it, darling, please.
I'll tell you how it goes. Yes. I'll tell you how it goes. Immediately after I sing the chorus, those main chorus chords are repeated twice.
No tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Brooke. I apologise, Brooke.
That's all right.
I've been getting a lot of notes from people like Di and Peter that, you know, I let Brooke dominate too much. Brooke's work is clearly very highly developed, incredibly sophisticated musically. He produces eloquent, finished pieces constantly, and we can't keep up with him. If he was in any other band, then he would be the singer-songwriter. But because this is a community music project, then we have to give everybody equal time. And yes, there's no doubt that's hard for me at times because I would like to keep, you know, developing his work.
Hey, that's nice. Okay, go.
But you're just using that as a stepping stone to get to the G, isn't that right? Okay.
Stepping stone, that's right, okay. That's it.
Yep, now up to the G.
There's no tomorrow.
Right.
This time I really...
Honey, please don't arrive here today. We're all tense. We're all anxious about playing. We're wondering if it's going to rain. We're wondering if we're going to get on. Please don't make us feel worse. Could you just sit here quietly like we're all trying to do and not upset us?
I'm upset.
Well, if you're upset, you go away and get upset by yourself, but don't come here and upset all of us.
Oh, my God.
What, darling?
Thunder.
Please be calm.
Please point out your ears.
going to rain.
Yeah, it looks like to me it's going to be maybe a washout today because it's going to be fun day lightly.
Everybody off the stage.
Okay, we're not going to do it. The sound man says we can't do it. Are you cancelling? Okay, all right.
So now what?
We're going to pack up.
Where are we going to play now?
Nothing.
Nowhere, darling. We're going to pack up and go home.
Oh, God!
Everybody pack up.
I'll have to go back to work.
Why do you have to go back to work, darling? Because I could really do with a hand with equipment. Really.
And then can I go back to work?
Then you can go back to work. No, darling, we're not going to perform. I'm sorry. We can't, Albert. It's too dangerous. Now, hold on, everyone. Can we do this systematically?
What do you think, guys?
Please, just come this way. I want the balloons. We can just let them go. Let them go. Yeah. Yeah? I'm not going by Valmain. No way. I'm not taking him to Ultimo. I've got to get at the Church of the Mall by 2:30.
Taking him to Ultimo?
I'm not taking him to Ultimo. No. All that equipment has to... I've only got from 2:30 to 3 to get it in. Wow.
I had been performing in a group called the Castanet Club for a long time, through most of the 80s on and off. But about halfway through that period, I began to realise, well, it doesn't actually satisfy everything that I think I'm about. So in me was kind of already growing the desire to be a sort of teacher or music teacher or a tutor or something like that. With that became a registered music therapist. So that was exactly what I needed. I'd grown up in my home with a sister who's blind, so I'd sort of lived with someone who had a disability in my family, and I guess it was just in my nature to want to try and be involved in that type of work.
Do this. Well, I'm a clerk at the House with No Steps in Belrose, Sydney. I usually do office work, for instance, post invoices, check superannuation, make files, and what's another job? Oh yes, invoices, job. Yep, post checks, that's right, post checks. And here I'm posting a check right now, or a whole stack of them anyway. And dear viewers, I'd like to dedicate this scene and this interview to all of you, especially those that have disabilities.
Here are 7 ways of looking after people that we could get used to doing and maybe not even notice that we were doing. And here are the 7 suggestions that we could be listening to each other. What's listening?
It's when I look that person in the eye and listen to what he says.
Yes, but I'd like to hear more. I'd like to hear. That's okay.
I'm stressed, but you feel as though you're punishing me.
No, am I?
No.
It feels.
I understand that you might feel like that. I can hear what you're saying.
I'm trying to keep my temper, but I have a very aggravating feeling I'm being punished. Now this is a rarity. It's
a surfboard lounge, one of only a few made in Australia. This is how you decorate a pavlova. First of all, you need a rubber spatula.
Look at that chick strutting down the street. Tight black dress and studs on her feet. The cats all stare as she walks on by. She's the apple of the sailor's eye.
Now, you need to fill every nook and cranny. I'll arrange the small strawberries around the pav.
You ready to give us some scat?
I used to be a gardener. This is lavender. There is no purpose.
To what?
To anything.
You mean to anything in the world?
Anything in the world. Because as I said, we only play when we are needed. We have not been able to do any tours. We tried to tour Australia in '94, but all the plans fell through.
Oh, Backstreet Baby!
Baby!
I'm so tired of dancing alone! Backstreet Baby!
Baby!
Won't you let me take you?
This is me. I'm doing an impersonation of Caruso at my brother's wedding.
We've got the Junction House Twist, two of hers with Red Car and VIP, and Brooke with Jungle Street.
About 6.
And one of Albert's Red Care from a Girlfriend, one of mine. Jungle Street is one of Brooke. Apartment Houses is 2. No Tomorrow is 3.
It's not always exactly equal in a band. It can't ever be. If we had to make everyone exactly the same, it wouldn't work. To take on board the considerations that are there, let's make a couple of changes to add some different singers to the list. So it would mean taking off a couple of old songs and putting in a couple of other old songs, but were sung by different singers.
We can't do that now. Since the disaster in the Bondi RSL, the disaster of that gig, I have been determined that we only do, I've been rehearsing one lot of songs ever since that gig.
Well, what I'm talking about is if we keep on going further and further, and this fairness thing is the only thing that we go on, we won't end up doing more music, we'll end up doing less. Can we have a nod of agreement from everybody that we will use this set list for Friday and move on to the next point?
Excuse me.
And
Excuse me, my hand.
Yes.
And we're asking you for your comment.
Yes, girl.
Don't get me stressed out.
Please say
What is it, darling?
There's only one thing I can say to the set list.
Yeah, what is it?
Please, I want to talk.
Yeah, can you be quiet? Yes, yes, good.
There's only one thing I can say to that set list. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, and I think
Can we agree to it? I know it's not perfect, but can we agree to it for having made those adjustments to try and make it even fairer than it was? Can we agree to it for Friday night?
Yes, Alfreda. Yes.
And it's
Pete?
not going to come and keep with me.
Pete, your own decision, Pete. Pete?
Last
Can
call.
we give it a try?
You going to say no? Let's start to pack up. There's no point in rehearsing.
Well, we can try. We'll give it a try. Let's try.
I'm serious. I think, look, that we can't do more than that.
All I said
And
was...
if you don't want to agree to it, let's pack up. I'm out of here.
All I said was I like it.
I know, you've agreed to it.
okay.
Albert's agreed to it. Joy's agreed to it. The time for discussion is up. Your answer is yes or no. Give us your answer, because real honestly, we can't spend more time on this today. Your answer, and then we know what we're going to do with the rest of our time. It's time to make a decision. Let's hear it.
Let's give it a go.
It's over to you.
Does that mean yes?
Yeah.
I would like to next gig to have all equals song list.
That very heartfelt point is taken.
Yeah, I understand the point, but I would like to discuss that further.
Yeah, sure.
I'm simply not convinced that that has to be the way to go. But that's something we need to discuss next time.
Needs more discussion.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Okay.
Because if we keep quarrelling, the Junction House Band will have to break up.
1, 2, 3. Thank you!
Do you think it's improving?
Look, sometimes I despair. This is one of those times. I just don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah. You think I'm anal retentive, don't you?
No, I don't.
I'm just trying to think of a way that we can streamline this, because the tasks broken down aren't too difficult for the members to achieve. But so where is the time getting lost? Is it waiting for people? Is it that you're relying on someone to do part A and you can't do part B until part A is done, but they don't get there until later?
And I think if we're arguing over 5 minutes, that we've really got to a very bad state in the relationship of us and the band and the thing.
Well, I'm not arguing.
5 minutes is nothing.
I'm not arguing over 5 minutes. I'm arguing about the value of a certain part of the evening. Like, does it have attraction? Does it help people get on time? Does it encourage us to use the full 2 hours? Or does it not have that value?
I'm a fearless condor with my heart in flight. See me fly, fly, fly. I'm the king of the sky. I'm a condor with fire in my wings.
Anyway, we've made a decision and let's leave it at that.
What was it?
And it was a very interesting discussion.
Decision? Sorry.
The decision is that we're setting up the PA from 5 to 5:20, and from 5:20 to 5:30, we're doing percussion.
I'm Jake. Wherever I go through rain and snow,
Eastern States viewers are now invited to join a web chat with Lindy Morrison, musical director of the Junction House Blues Band, and filmmakers Russell Vines and Andrew Aristedes. To join, go to sbs.com.au.
Father Jimmy died.
We couldn't get
my nappers on no matter how he played. Because I was born with an extra leg, and since that day begun, I had to stand on my own 3 feet. Believe me, that's no fun. I'm Jake, the pig, with my extra leg, wherever I go through rain and snow, the people always let me know. There's Jake,
the peg to the with an extra leg.
I had a dreadful childhood, really. I suppose I shouldn't known. Each time they'd have a three-legged race, I'd won it on my own. I was also very popular when came the time for cricket. They used to roll me trousers up and use me for the wicket.